Hello, this is Zamanzadeh from ZZNetworking.com. In this brief SQL tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a table using Oracle SQL. Please log in to your Oracle account, go to Application Express, and go to the screen that allows you to code in SQL. It should look similar to the screen in front of you here. To create a table in Oracle SQL, please use the following syntax. Create table followed by the table name. The table name for this example is going to be practice. After this, hit enter to go to the next line. It's important to know that in Oracle SQL, it is free formatted, which means you could code everything on one line. But for readability purposes, it's good to have spaces and to use multiple lines in your coding. To begin to describe what columns we're going to have in this table, we have to open up a parentheses. After this, we have to give the column name, followed by the data type and the length. For our first column, we're going to call it ID. Its data type is going to be varchar2. And its length is going to be 4. It's a good practice when using Oracle SQL to assign a primary key column to whatever table it is you're working with. The reason is because this ensures that it is a unique identifier. Oracle does not allow you to insert more than one value in this column for each row. Each value in this column must be unique for each row. For example, no two people can have the same social security number, or in this column, no two people can have the same ID. This will come in handy when it comes time to delete rows if you ever need to do this. You never want to delete more than one row at a time, and you always want to use the primary key column to reference when deleting rows. To make this column a primary key column, you simply type primary key. After this, since we want to create more columns for this table, type comma and then hit enter to go to the next line. The name of our second column is going to be F_name, since we intend to hold first names in this column. If you're having trouble locating the underscore, it is the key on your keyboard next to the 0. Hold down Shift and this key and it will give you an underscore. The data type for this column is also going to be varchar2, and its length is going to be 15. Since we intend to put more columns into our table, type comma again and go to the next line. Our third column is going to hold last name values, so type L_name, assign it the data type varchar2, and give it a length of 20. After putting a comma after the parentheses closing the 20, go to the next line and we'll start our fourth column. In this column, we're going to hold the state identifiers. So we're going to name the column state. We're going to give it the data type char, and we're going to give it a maximum length of 2, since all United States state identifiers are 2 characters. For our final column, we're going to call it salary, and this is going to hold the salary of whoever it is we're entering into this table. We're going to give it a number data type, and for precision, type 7, 2. What this means is the total length of values in this column, the total number of digits you can put in this column, are 7. 5 of the digits can go to the left side of the decimal place, and 2 of the digits will go to the right side of the decimal place. It is important to know that when using the number data type, you don't always have to use a comma and then a number after that, like 2. You could just leave it as 7 or 5 or any other length you want. But since we want to include the cents for the salaries of whoever it is we're entering into here, we're going to use 7,2 so that the 50 cents or 45 cents will be included in our database table. To finish creating this table, you go ahead and have to close the outer parentheses that we open in the beginning of this command. You notice that we typed create table, practice, and then we opened the parentheses and started the ID column. In order to finish this, we have to close that parentheses that we opened in the beginning, and then put a semicolon afterwards. To execute this command, you have two options. You could click the Run button, which is next to the Save button, on the right top hand side of your screen. Or simply hold down Control and Enter, and you should get the message Table Created on the bottom of your screen and the time that it took to create the table. Now that your table has been created, it has no data inside of it. So the only thing we could do at this point is look at the structure of the table. To do this, go ahead and select all of the coding you just done and hit backspace to delete it. Then type DESC and the table name, practice. Hit Control Enter or Run, and you will see on the bottom pane a table which shows all of the information about the table you just created. Under the word table, it's going to show the name practice. Under the word column, it's going to show all the columns that are included in this table. Under data type, it's going to show you the respective data type for each column. Under the word length, it's going to show the length of each column. And since we made the ID column our primary key column, notice that under the primary key tab, it's going to show the number 1. This will come in handy when it comes time to insert data into your table. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.